Howdy folks, welcome back to Boondockery. 2 days ago I was in the same location and did some filming of my secret fun spot. Well, I'm back and it's a balmy 33 degrees out. Yes, a whole 13 degrees warmer than it was 2 days ago. However, this is going to be a very interesting weather day, in that even though it's only 33 degrees right now, the temperature is going to drop, and as it drops this evening, we're going to be getting between 3 to 5 inches of snow. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to be exploring some more of my secret fun spot. Don't have a whole lot of time left. It's about 2:45, 3 o'clock right now. yeah, I know. I'm always getting too late of a start to do this, but it is what it is, right, folks? But anyway, I'm going to go explore for a couple hours and get out of here hopefully before dark, because it's supposed to start snowing shortly there after dark. Actually, it's supposed to start freezing rain and sleet before it starts to snow. So I need to get to my campsite, which is a good ways away from here, before that actually gets started. It doesn't bother me at all driving the snow. I don't care if it's deep enough to clear. My vehicle's tall enough to clear the depth. I'm good, but the ice, four-wheel drive doesn't work against ice very well. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get close to the spots that I saw from last video, and I'll bring it back then, because those are the sites that I saw that I didn't get a chance to explore last time. So when I get there, I will bring you back. We'll see you then. Okay, we are back pretty close to where I left off with the last video, and I'll show you right back over there. That was the rock shelter with the waterfall, and I had mentioned that there was another great big rock shelter up over there. Now what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to go right up through there and up and around to see if I can get down there and explore whatever I see over there. Now, after my excited recklessness from the last video, playing things a little smarter this time, I have more survival kit with me. I actually have a rope in my backpack, and just in case, I brought emergency survival stuff just in case something were to happen to where I'd have to hunker down and weather in place. And I have 2 people that know my whereabouts, and if they don't hear from me by 7 o'clock this evening, either by text or by phone call, they know that they need to keep an ear open. And if anything happens, they're going to try to get a hold of me tomorrow, because they know that I am capable. And they also know that if I get, let's say, permanently injured, by the time they get out here, it would pretty much be over anyway. So then they know if I don't get a hold of them, then it's probably going to be more of a recovery situation than a rescue situation. But they know me pretty well. I know myself pretty well. I did not take any unnecessary risks last time, but exploring new places that I'm not, conscious of, I was less prepared than what I probably should have been. That has been taken care of. So with all that glorious good news, let's go check some more stuff out. One thing I have to say, wasn't a huge fan of the GoPro for a while, but I checked out the footage from 2 days ago. I became a fan again. And I'm very pleased with the footage I got. And I know this is going to be a very viable tool for me in this type of situation. Check this out. That is an absolutely fantastic rock shelter. It goes back about 10, 11 feet. It's bone dry. Sand and leaves on the floor. But anyway, the GoPro proved itself to me. Many years ago, we had a derecho blow through here, well, all across the Appalachians, and they did tremendous amounts of damage. And by looking at the age of some of these trees, I would say that a lot of these trees is leftover debris from the derecho. Look how gorgeous that ice formation is. Now, this is going to be a little tricky to get across, but I need to get across. So I'm probably going to backtrack and find a way to get up and over there. It really looks like there's a lot more beautiful ice back there. But anyway, let's go see if we can get up and over there. Well, I think this looks pretty good. Now, of course, this old fossilized mountain goat is going to have a little bit of a challenge with it, especially with only one hand. But that's okay. That's okay. I think I can do it. Maybe. Oh, golly. Yes. I am not a very vain person, but I'm very thankful that no one could actually see me climbing up those rocks. It was not a pretty sight. Yeah, this is going to be a lot better. Now I'm going to cross right over there, come around, and try to get down over there so I can come back around the other side, check out the rock shelter. Now right down there is where I was 2 days ago, pretty close to the end of the video. That ice has really accumulated quite a bit since then. You really notice the setting sun when it's not overcast. It is much more noticeable as it's going down when it's not obscured by the clouds. Now, before we come back to look at that, we're going to come over here and look at what's over there. Well, what it is beautiful. There is another rock shelter right over there. I will probably not get to that one today. Now, I'm going to shut the camera off and go over there, and I'll bring it back when I get there. Well, I am back to the rock shelter. This side is sort of low, at least on the edge. Like I said, I'm 5'9", and I can come quite a bit back through here, still standing completely erect, and with no problem whatsoever standing, bumping my head or anything. This is awesome. It's very dry back here. I have this great shelf. If you had sleeping pads, sleeping mats, you could definitely sleep up there comfortably. There's our beautiful ice formations again. And there's a nice little shelter right down there too. I think you can get a better idea of the size of it here. I'm going to pretty much stand on the edge. Yeah, you could easily sleep comfortably, 12 to 15 people in here with a full kit. Not that you'd necessarily want to. It'll be wonderful just getting back here completely by myself. But if you needed to, I guess. Or if you had like a mega bushcrafting event. You had some folks that really wanted to get off the beaten path. This would be a good way to do it. Okay. Now, I have a lot of very ungraceful climbing to do, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb and get back around over there where I was, and then I saw something a little bit further down the hill that I wanted to check out 2 days ago, but I was running out of daylight. We'll see if we can get over and do that here in just a few minutes. And I believe if it looks as good as I think, it's actually going to be able to be a way for me to safely get down to the valley below and be able to access that stream. One little thing caught my eye on my way over to where I was going, and when I first saw it, it was obstructed by this great big boulder. But look what's behind it. A very, very nice, dry rock shelter. Now, you can have a fantastic view of what's going on around you, but no one's ever going to see you back here. Unless, of course, they come right over there. Yeah, this is excellent. The nice thing I like about it is if you wanted to, if you had a decent sleep pad, you could lay your sleep pad against the diagonal of the rock and have your feet down pressing against the wall, and you could sleep fairly upright. It'd be really good for nap taking. I like naps. But anyway, there's that. When I get over to the other location, I'll bring you back. Now, this particular area is pretty steep, and I'm going to have to take my time with this. But I saw this from another location up over there. I was looking down, and I think I can get there through this. I guess since we're up here, yeah, we're going to be going over through there and down. But before we do that, take a little peek. Try not to trip. And right over there was a waterfall I heard when I first came here. This is very, very high up, and let's go check out and see where the little path goes. Look how beautiful this place is. Now, the really bad thing about this is I'm going to have to come back up. And like I said, it's pretty steep, so it's not going to be pretty. And it's going to be quite painful, I suspect. Now that looks like a way down, but that looks like an express route. That looks like it's very steep. Looks like another rock shelter over there, though. Okay. There's a tremendous amount of debris here, too. Now, it's either this route or it's up there. Since I didn't actually come here. Yeah, this is it. Oh, this looks very promising. Very promising indeed. Let's see. We'll look over here in just a moment. Let's go look over here first. And that was the express route I just pointed out. Now let's go back this way. And again, these trails are very well defined. I do not see any human footprints. Well, there might be something over here. Let's see. Oh wow, look at this. Oh wow. Looks like something you'd see on the movie Aliens. No. All I see is critter prints. And with this being completely covered and obscured from the weather, even a footprint from quite a while ago should show up, should still be here. And you can tell there's not really a whole lot of wind or any other type of weather that gets back here. Well, let's take a peek down there. Okay, perfect. Ooh, that's the only thing that's, well, no, it's wedged between the tree and the rock too. I'm gonna say that's the only thing that's holding that thing up. Might not walk under it. Yeah. Okay, this is absolutely perfect. This is absolutely perfect. You see that stream over there? It runs right through here, up through there. But this gives me a route to where I can get down to it. Now, granted, getting down to it is going to be the easy part. And to climb back to the top is definitely going to be a challenge. Now, when I come back and eventually I wild camp here, which as of right now, as long as the weather is going to afford me the opportunity, it should be fairly shortly. I'd say before the end of the month, I'll arrange a wild camp. This is definitely a place to where I've got to make certain that all my planning and organization and safety and everything is 110%. Because if anything were to happen, this is going to be a fairly major undertaking to do any type of a rescue. Like I said, it's about 3.5 miles in from where I park, and unless you've actually been there with me, it would be very difficult to find the exact location, even if I put it on the map. And the reason I'm saying that, oh, this is so cool. The reason I'm saying that, because I can mark my location where I'm going to be on the map, but as far as the topography goes, I would have to draw out a fairly extensive pathway map, or I could try to do something with my GPS as far as mapping out a route. Well, no matter where you go, at least you always hear airplanes. Well, folks, here it is. And you are seeing this for the first time, as I am seeing this for the first time. I'm going to come right up here and look at this real quick. And then I'm going to go down and look at the creek. And then I've got to check my time, because I know it's going to take me a good little while to climb all the way back up. And I have to allow myself rest breaks because I'm old and I'm 20 pounds overweight at the moment, thanks to good old COVID. I think we'll go back up that way. Looks like another rock shelter up here. You know, with the streams up at the top, I don't really think there's going to be a necessity to have to come down to this stream. I know that the mosquitoes will probably be much worse down here in the valley than they would up top in the summer months. So, well, let's go down this way. All in all, this is definitely much easier than I thought it was going to be as far as getting down. I didn't want to come down to the creek at terminal velocity. I think you can understand why. I don't really think it's going to be real exciting for the next couple hundred yards. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera down, check the battery, and I'll bring you back. Well, folks, this is the valley and this is the creek. And look at that cliff face. Now, as I was walking along down here, I did find some remnants of human activity. But it was the remains of an old shoe. It looked like a couple pieces of tarp and an old tire. A very, very old tire. This water is crystal clear and is very rich with iron. I'm going to go ahead and walk around and take you with me, just check out the creek a little bit, and then I'm probably going to have to start the ascent back up. Dun dun dun! The mountain! Oh. I don't like being old and fat and out of shape. Now, by all of this down foliage, I bet that this is really dense and thick with vegetation in the summer. by the looks of it, it appears that this gets fairly deep when it floods. I don't know about you, but there's two very straight lines underneath the ice there. It's almost like it was some type of an I-beam or something at one time. Maybe some type of metal. Well, we'll walk right down here to where the stream that was created by the waterfalls that we've already seen empty out into the creek. And again, this water is crystal clear. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be walking through here in the summer when the foliage is up. It'd definitely be an ankle breaker. That looks pretty thick. Let's walk it over here. Look at the size of this tree. This thing's absolutely massive. It's a sycamore. Get beside it so you can get some type of frame of reference. Okay, this is me. I'm 5'9", 220 pounds, and look at the mass of this tree compared to me. And I'm going to look larger because I'm between you and the tree. Oh, wow. That thing is enormous. And it's still alive. I would estimate 5 of me to be able to reach around that. Double arm spread. It's enormous. My goodness. I bet you this made some noise when it came down. But anyway, here's the small, tiny stream that was created by that little bit of a waterfall up there. We'll walk around here. See the base of it. Now I'm really hoping that we get some full moon illumination with clear skies before the snow clouds come in and start covering things up and starting to snow. There is just something about a full moon in the winter which is magical. When you have the opportunity to have a good blanket of snow on the ground and clear skies and a full moon, you'll never look at the moon again because it illuminates the entire forest. It glows this beautiful blue, and you can walk around, do whatever you need to do without the need of any type of artificial light whatsoever. Oh, we got some river birch here. Excellent. I'm going to get the bark here for fire making. And this is the way you do it because you're not harming the tree in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Wow. Look at this. This tree shell fungus decorated with snow. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll lift this up so you can see a little bit. Well, folks, I'm going to turn this off, and the next time you'll see me will be when I get back to camp and start firing up my wood stove. And let's see what time it is. Oh, we're doing great. It's only 4 o'clock. It's only 4 o'clock. So that gives me an hour and a half to get back to the vehicle before dark. And that should, well, I won't get back to the vehicle before dark. But hey, I'll make most of the trip back in the daylight. And the most important thing is I will climb up this and be all the way at the top within an hour. Conservatively, an hour. I'm going to be pacing myself. A John that does not pace himself going up the hill is the John that will experience a coronary. Anyway, I will turn this off and see you again back at the hot tent.